The very first thing you see in the entire Kirby franchise, besides the pink puffball himself, is this Waddle Dee. And the very first thing you do is suck it into your vacuum mouth, unlawfully detaining it for an undetermined period of time. The two paths forward for this poor creature are equally grim. Either you swallow it, erasing the Waddle Dee from reality without so much as a squeal, or you spit it out as a high-speed projectile, killing its dear friend in the process. This is the horrifying reality of life as a Waddle Dee on Popstar. They're subjugated by King Dedede, forced to fan him with palm leaves and feed him fresh fruits. When they're not doing their monarch's bidding, they're pawns on a chessboard between the king and his ultimate frenemy, Kirby. But since this is a Kirby game, Kirby eats the goddamn chessboard and all the pawns with it. Kirby eats people. That's his thing. It's fine enough when they're unnamed animals, I suppose. Whether you're a steak-loving carnivore or a bleeding-heart vegetarian, though, I think we can all agree there's a clear line between eating chicken nuggets and consuming a sapient, intelligent creature capable of speaking your very language. Right? If the things Kirby ate could beg for mercy, that'd certainly recontextualize a few things. But they're just Goombas, right? Minions of a monster king? Well... Did that Waddle Dee just speak? Yes, since the second main console game back on the Super Nintendo, Waddle Dees have been fully capable of intelligent thought, tactical reasoning, and even begging for mercy. In Superstar's remake on the DS, King Dedede also has a speaking Waddle Dee in his ranks. This brave soldier faces Kirby without fear in its heart, and it's rewarded with the same fate as everything else. Swallowed whole. Health bar be damned. Is this supposed to be funny? I think so, but even as a child, I was horrified at the realization that every Waddle Dee I dispatched throughout my adventure was capable of logic and reasoning, intelligent enough to fear me, yet noble enough to defend its friends against my treachery. It had hopes and dreams. He didn't want to die, but he did! He's dead! Oh, wait. He's okay. What? Now that I think about it, what did Meta Knight even do with his halberd to instigate that first attack? We just showed up and started breaking things first. We started this. Is Kirby a monster? Maybe it's just a fluke. Maybe Superstar had a couple of Waddle Dees with dialogue for the sake of comedy, but then they dropped it. They went right back to being speechless enemies after this. That was enough for me to sleep at night for a few years. But the series went and introduced another friendly Waddle Dee, also in a bandana. We ate you! Bandana Dee is a main character in multiple Kirby games at this point, from the Wii era onward. This is just a Waddle Dee and a bandana, by the way. There's nothing special about him. Kirby fights alongside this Bandana Dee while slaughtering hundreds of its kind in Return to Dreamland for the Wii and Switch. If this little traitor lost his bandana, would Kirby even be able to tell the difference? Does Kirby think he's friends with the Waddle Dee or the bandana? I have so many questions, but fine. Maybe Bandana Dee and Meta Knight's lieutenant are both just special exceptions to the rule. Maybe the average Waddle Dee is a mindless automaton akin to Goombas or Octoroks, fated for little more than a thoughtless demise at the hands of our hero. I mean, these two are wearing special hats. Maybe there's something special about them. I can make peace with that. Then Kirby and the Forgotten Land released and permanently destroyed my grip on reality. In this most recent installment, Kirby isn't a menace to Waddle Dees. No. He's their sole protector. Every level centers around rescuing caged Waddle Dees from the wild beasts that kidnapped them. These Dees don't even have hats, so that theory's out the window. They don't need hats to be worthy of life. Shocker. The main hub is Waddle Dee Town, a peaceful place where Kirby and the various Waddle Dees live in harmony. Tons of them have special names and professions, but you can talk to the ones without hats just the same as the ones with. They've taken skilled trades, opened shops, and even formed a rock band. This is beyond an evolutionary fluke, guys. It's undeniable evidence that Waddle Dees are fully intelligent creatures with the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So what the fuck was all that from earlier? Do these Waddle Dees know what Kirby's done to their people? Has King Dedede, tyrant that he is, informed his people of the pink plague that claims thousands of Waddle Dees every year? Did Kirby stop because he learned of their intelligence and value? Or did he simply lose the appetite for them? Which explanation is scarier? I'm genuinely not sure. One thing is certain though, this uneasy alliance will not last. He'll eat again, and when he does, who will be strong enough to protect this town from its protector? Is that why Meta Knight stands watch on the pillar by the arena? He's not watching for wild beasts. He's waiting for Kirby to lose it. And why shouldn't he, after what Kirby did to his sailor? Why did Kirby start sparing these sapient creatures? No, seriously, why did Waddle Dees go from being fodder enemies to effectively serving as power stars or golden bananas? Has Nintendo ever even explained this change? Well, after a thorough 15-minute search on Google, I can definitively say Nintendo has never explained this in any way, shape, or form. Unless they did, and I didn't find it. Without an official explanation, we're left only to speculate. The simple answer is probably that Waddle Dees are cute, and as King Dedede became less and less of a series antagonist, his subjects naturally fell into a more friendly role as well. When was the last time we actually fought King Dedede and he wasn't possessed or actually in the right? Was it Superstar? Is he even a bad king? The Kirby wiki says Waddle Dees are loyal to whoever feeds and shelters them. It sounds like they're serving him of their own volition. That raises further questions. What is he king of, exactly? The wiki says he's the greedy, self-proclaimed king of Dreamland, located on planet Popstar. Okay, so he's just calling himself king. Self-proclaimed. Maybe that's just his first name, and we're all assuming Popstar has a divine right of kings for no reason? It's a little weird Dedede hangs out with us when we eat so many of his subjects, but then again, it didn't stop Bandana D. This Waddle debacle has me wondering if any of the other Kirby enemies are secretly sapient. I guess there's only one place to look for confirmed canon details on the Kirby cast. The trophy descriptions from Super Smash Bros. Brawl, developed by Masahiro Sakurai, creator of Kirby. That means it's all canon, baby. In a particularly damning start, Brawl admits that the Waddle Dees are carefree creatures that are basically harmless to those great and small. Okay, so no argument for self-defense on Kirby's side, but let's look at the other trophies. Apparently, Waki the microphone just enjoys himself as he sings. When Kirby consumes Waki, on the other hand, his singing kills everything around him. Why is Kirby always the problem in these scenarios? I'm noticing a pattern. The existence of Sir Kibble and Blade Knight implies a comprehensive society even beyond Dedede's self-proclaimed royalty. How sophisticated is this world, terrorized by Kirby's vigilante justice? When does it end? Blado certainly looks like he's doing his job, but it's becoming more and more obvious his heart is no longer in it. Part of him wants a coworker to say something about it. The other part of him dreads the conversation. Hey, what the fuck? Blado has burnout-induced depression? Can he go on medication, or did Kirby eat the psychiatrist too? Is there anyone capable of stopping this pink puffball from terrorizing Popstar forever? I know he's sucked into the Forgotten Land, but something tells me that's not gonna stick. It's only a matter of time before we're back to sucking up Waddle Dees again like nothing ever happened, maybe with a token Bandana D by our side for the appearance of diversity. What's so special about Bandana D anyway? He's player 2 in almost every new Kirby game. Did he bury some bodies for Kirby or something? How did a lowly Waddle Dee get such high status in Kirby's world? And what's the deal with the rest of these enemies? I know it's just a cute game with Saturday morning cartoon levels of consistency. It's not supposed to be serious, but they opened the door with that Blado description. What am I supposed to do? In Superstar, you don't just suck up enemies for their powers. You can actually shoot them back out, fully intact, but fighting on your side. Fighting their own people just because Kirby spared them. Is there some kind of mind control going on here? Oh my god. Is this what happened to Bandana D? Is that why he's so loyal to us? We ate him in Superstar Ultra, and he was back on the bleachers a minute later. Oh my god. We spit him out, and now he's our drone. Maybe Kirby doesn't actually kill anyone if Bandana D survived that. If he's able to just shoot them back out like this, they could all just be hanging out in there, waiting to be free. Is that supposed to be better? How many people can he fit in there? Is there just a bunch of blood and ruins in that stomach like Gluttony from Full Metal Alchemist? I am losing my mind! You might be thinking at this point, who cares? And that's definitely fair. It is a kid's series after all, but I've been thinking about this for months now. I had to make this video to infect you all with the knowledge that Kirby ate thousands of cute little creatures who are capable of running cafes, studying astronomy, and even playing the guitar. This bothers me, and I hope it bothers some of you. I don't want to say anything dramatic, but we should probably demand answers from Nintendo over this. I want a fully detailed lore explanation for why the Waddle Dees went from food to friend. The book should conservatively be about twice the length of Hyrule Historia, but they might need a bit more room to explain it all. In all seriousness, Kirby's one of my favorite franchises, and I don't need it to make sense. I just think it's really funny how inconsistent the world feels from game to game. It's whatever it needs to be for the game's specific story, you know? Nothing more. As a Legend of Zelda fan, I'm exhausted enough by talks of canon timelines and events, so it's nice to just play something sometimes that doesn't take itself as seriously. Do you have any disturbing facts from your favorite media that most people seem to gloss over? Let me know in the comments. I love this kind of thing. Anyway, Kirby's great, and I'm gonna buy 3 copies of Air Riders so they make more games. See you in the next one.